Hi everyone, and welcome to the first ever video of my YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I thought, if not now, then when? I created this account because I wanted to share my love for writing, journaling, stationery, fountain pens, and everything related to those topics. I actually made an Instagram account dedicated to all of that around a year and a half ago, or maybe even longer now. And I've been able to connect with so many amazing, kind, fun, and just people with similar interests. So yeah, I made this channel in the hopes that I'd be able to share more of my hobbies and connect with more people in the community. So to kickstart my YouTube journey, I thought what better way to start than with a journal and planner lineup video. These are hands down my favorite types of videos to watch, so I thought I'd start by sharing my own lineup for 2026. These are all of the notebooks I'll be using next year. Some are new and some I'll be carrying over from this year. I guess I'll just go from left to right, starting with this book. This is the Take a Note in the A6 size, which I'll be using as a daily memory keeper. So this notebook is completely new to me. I've never used it before. This year for my memory keeping, I used this Hobonichi original, and it actually worked out really well for most of the year. But lately work has just completely taken over my life and I've just become really time poor. Even filling up an A6 size page was at times a bit too much space. I thought by having 2 days on one page, like how this Take a Note is set up, would help me memory keep a bit more efficiently and also give me the time back in the day, or the evening rather, to play around in all my other notebooks. Okay, put this away. Next up is the Hobonichi Weeks in the Haunting Beauty design, and it has Tomie by Junji Ito on the cover. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's a beautiful cover and I absolutely love just how simple it is. I last used a Hobonichi Weeks in 2024 and ended up abandoning it halfway through, so it wasn't included in this year's lineup. I have really high hopes for the Weeks this year and I plan on using it purely as a planner. I think a large reason for why it didn't work out for me the last time I used it was because I was trying to do way too much in it. I remember I was using it for memory keeping, journaling, planning, and I quickly realized that things just got way too chaotic, so I ended up moving out of it altogether. I think by using it purely as a planner next year, I'll be able to commit to it, hopefully. I did set up a few pages. It's really bare-boned and simple, and I don't think it's worth doing like a standalone dedicated video of my week's setup, so I'll quickly show it now. This side will be for work planning and this side will be for personal planning. I've already put down a few stickers. The stickers at the top here are by the Coffee Monsters Co, and they're the tiny icons in the washi paper. So I've got a few to represent some of the habits and hobbies or activities that I want to track. I've also placed some of the washi stickers from Happy Mail Studios, which I really like to use. And I don't think I'm gonna do much decoration in this planner. It's gonna be really simple and purely functional. I might actually talk about this book next. This is a Hobonichi cover, but inside I have an A5 Stalogy notebook, which I'm currently using for my morning pages. This is my second morning pages book. My previous one was also a Stalogy. I just find that the paper is really good with fountain pens and it dries faster than the TRP in my experience. So I wanted to continue using that for morning pages, and this is, I can't show you the pages obviously, but it's the one book where I go crazy with like different nibs, inks, shimmer inks, colors. The other books that I have, I keep pretty neutral, but this one is an absolute color bomb and I have a lot of fun in it. Oh, the cover is, I think it's the Hobonichi Colors series from 2016. Yep, 2016. And outside's just like a standard black color. Inside's this really pretty beigey brown. And I've also got the beginnings cover on cover. I don't remember what year this one's from, but it has a flock of birds on the front and the back, I think. Yes. And it also has some gold foiling scattered throughout, and I think it's really pretty. I think a big reason why I've been able to be consistent with my morning pages is because I actually just want to jump into this beautiful notebook and write in it. So yeah, that's that. So these 3 notebooks that I just showed are my daily notebooks for next year. The next 2 that I'll be showing are books that I'll be using on an ad hoc basis. They're both standard TNs, as you can see. This first one is in the camel color. This was actually my first ever TN, and for that reason, I have a bit of an irrational emotional attachment to it. Inside, I have a sterling ink notebook, and I use this for commonplacing. I've been really into learning about history these days, which is really weird because it wasn't one of my favorite subjects in high school. So I'm South Korean, but born and raised in Australia, which has, I think, made me want to learn more about Korean history, mythology, and all that kind of stuff lately. So these are what all these pages are about. Anyway, this commonplace book has been working out really well, and I'm going to keep up with it next year. Finally, the last book that I wanted to share is my ink journal. The first insert I have here is another sterling ink product. It's their 64-page booklet, and I like to record the pen and ink combos that I use. If I've already used a pen and ink combo and written it down here, I don't write it down again since there's already a record of how that pen and ink combo looks, if that makes sense. So I use this to reference if I want to remember how a particular ink looked in a certain pen. Clearly it hasn't been that long since I started doing this, but I think this insert will last me for quite a while because I'm a creature of habit, and when I find a pen and ink combo that I really enjoy, I use that for quite a while. The other insert that I have is the TN card file insert. I keep all of my ink swatch cards in here. I really like this insert because you can take out the cards and hold it next to another to compare like the color or the shading and all that. And I've got this organized chronologically and not by color because, I don't know, I think it's fun to see how my preferences have changed over time. And I'm also kind of lazy to move everything around, so yeah. So those were most of the notebooks I'll be using next year. I say most because I do have a few other notebooks that I'll be using and am currently using. For example, that was dramatic. I have this notebook for creative writing, this notebook for work-related stuff, this plotter for life references, and I think there's a few more scattered around the apartment. I'm the kind of person who needs to have a different notebook for a different area of life or topic or subject. It kind of reminds me of how back in high school or even back in primary school, you'd have a separate notebook for a separate subject. I remember having a notebook for science, a notebook for maths, one for English, so on and so forth. And I guess I never really grew out of that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm super excited to go through the new year with these planners and journals. I hope you're as well, and I wish you a great year with all of your notebooks too. Apologies in advance if this video was sort of all over the place and if I was a little awkward at times. I feel not very comfortable talking in front of a camera alone. I even had to ask my partner to leave the apartment so I can do this by myself, home alone. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!